Are all the mics plugged in?
Yeah, make sure yours is on.
Yeah.
We gotta hold it away from our face. Like gentlemen.
You're just too loud.
Hey, it was all of us, you sick bastard.
Welcome to the second ever episode of the Sports Show Podcast. My name is Jake Arnold, and I'm one of the three hosts of this fine show.
My name is Aiden Lassiter.
And I am Dylan Jackson.
Great job, explaining exactly who you are.
It's
You know,
whatever.
we didn't go through our.
We did that last time. We didn't really watch the last episode.
Yeah, we didn't go through our
But
full
that's what
resume
we
today.
do.
But
No.
no GPAs today. No GPAs.
Oh man! So this is a show where we talk about sports. If you could not guess that from the title that we have right here in our very fancy logo. So what's today?
The 5th?
Today's August.
Today
August what?
I think it's the 7th.
Okay, we're recording this on August 7th. It will be up August 8th.
I don't believe you.
So hopefully we don't.
It is definitely not the 5th.
That's the 7th. It could have been the 5th. Who knows?
All right, so first order of business, we have the MLB. So the MLB is actually back in a better place than where we left them last week. They've rescheduled a lot of games that were missed because of teams testing positive. I do know that the Phillies have to play something like 33 games in 30 days, which is a ridiculous ask.
I mean, except for the fact that it's baseball. You just stand there.
They play a 7-game series with the Marlins in 5 days.
Good lord.
Wait, so they have double headers or
Yeah.
whatever? I mean, they should be good. It's baseball. So.
Yeah.
You just stand there.
Yeah, and
Swing
I think the double headers are going to be 7 innings anyways, so it shouldn't be too bad on them. But
It's whatever.
I'm excited for more baseball.
I'm not.
I mean,
This is an anti-baseball pod.
we beat the Yankees yesterday, and this is kind of a funny story because the manager of the Yankees' name is Aaron Boone, and all around Twitter, I don't know if you guys have seen it because you don't follow MLB Twitter, but they've been calling him Karen Boone, and this is why. See these fans right here? That's at the Phillies ballpark. So the fans are kind of camping out back of the stadium, and they just so happened to bring an air horn with them. And anytime the Yankees went up to bat, they would blow that air horn, which I think is the most amazing thing ever.
It's a really good idea.
Is our guy wearing a chicken mask or what's going on there?
It looks like it.
How does that relate to Philadelphia?
I'm not too
Cheesesteaks.
sure. Steak is cow.
Shut up. I was thinking.
But I thought that was hilarious, seeing that all over Twitter this morning and yesterday. And Aaron Boone threw a hissy fit at the umpires, and nothing ended up happening.
100%. When was their manager not Joe Girardi? Because that is news to me.
Joe Girardi's the Phillies manager.
That's also news to me. I thought he was.
He was
been with the
hired this
Yankees
year.
forever.
Joe Girardi's now the Phillies manager, starting this year. This is his first year.
Okay, so is this recent that he got fired from the Yankees?
He took a new job. He was like the hitting coach or something at the Yankees. I don't remember exactly. He
Yeah,
wasn't the
he was
head
there.
coach.
He was their manager for a while. That is guaranteed. I know that. I used to watch baseball. I'm going to prove that to you.
You
Continue.
used to
Go ahead,
watch
go ahead.
baseball.
A while ago, I did.
Ooh, and it's got private
Joe
browsing on.
Girardi. You never know what you're going to look up. I swear, Joe. All right, hold on. Watch this.
We're watching.
Watch when I say this. I don't care about his actual playing career. Manager.
I think you're just looking
I
at the
can't find
definition
this
of a
yet.
professional
I
baseball
am.
manager.
I don't know how that happened. Managing the Yankees in 2011. That's all I
Okay.
need. So he did at one point,
But now he's with the Phillies and coaching up Bryce Harper.
and they stink.
No, they don't.
What's their record?
They're 3-4.
So they do stink.
Yeah, that sounds like bad.
Baseball, if you're around 500, you're okay.
Or you're
But they're not 500.
yeah.
So next we have the Premier Lacrosse League. I'm sure everybody watching the show has been deeply invested in this league, as well as these guys.
We have not.
So we do have a cool story, though. The first round of PLL games was a round robin where each team played 4 games, and that determined seeding for the playoff. So the Chaos was the only team to go 0-4, and they did not look good. They made some changes. They entered the playoff as the 7th seed, and now they're in the championship.
I guess you could say their season has been chaotic.
Good one.
Dylan's out here killing folks with
So-
puns.
They beat the 2-seed the 2-seed Chrome and the 3-seed Archers to make the championship, and there they will face my team, the Whip Snakes, who beat the Redwoods in overtime yesterday with this goal from Jeremy Sievert.
He's already celebrating here, everyone. I think you mistimed the clip there. Oh, no, there it is.
So, nice little shot. He's got the ball right here, coming around, whips it, goal.
What happened to the Water
Whips
Dogs?
win. Water Dogs got bounced in the first round.
Isn't that
Playoffs.
PMT's team?
Yeah,
So sad.
they're not very good. So, yeah, that's what we got for your MLB and PLL news. I'm glad you guys were so invested in it.
Well, just gotta love all sports, of course.
So, next order of business, we've got what you guys love, the NBA.
The NBA, God bless the NBA. The Suns are the best team of all time. The Bubble Suns are better than the Heatles.
But did you see this JoJo block? I thought that was good, so I put it in.
Nowhere near as good as Nikola Jokic. But it's
Matisse Thybulle made that possession, though, so.
We ended up losing the game. So I don't
Doesn't
care.
matter. TJ Warren went for like 50 points.
53 points, I think. And
Yeah.
I think he only missed 3 shots.
TJ Warren, by the
Bubble
way.
MVP.
So far he has been.
I mean,
He had a pretty awful game the other day, though. I don't know if you saw that. Yesterday.
everybody has down games.
What's our next?
I mean,
This is from the Sun.
yes,
Oh,
the Suns.
That's the Suns right there.
This is your guys.
Devin Booker, the game-winning, only undefeated team in the bubble, unless that changes by the time this comes out. 4-0 at the time.
And they still won't make the playoffs.
Do the Suns play today?
There's like
No.
a 4% chance.
It's low. You're saying there's a chance.
There is a chance, but there's also a greater chance that they will not make it.
Book, campaign, Mikal Bridges, you gotta love him.
So didn't one of you say that the Hornets have a better record than a team in the bubble?
Yet the
Yeah.
Wizards have lost so much that their winning percentage is now below the Charlotte Hornets.
Our
That are not-
Charlotte Hornets.
Our Charlotte Hornets that are not in the bubble.
Rip Charlotte
So-
Hornets fan.
Devontae Graham,
It's a-
even from the grave.
Unlimited range. You think Steph has range? No. Try Devontae. Dude, I hope Devontae brings back the afro. On a side note,
I mean, I could see it.
the afro is so nice. He
The
just
Afro
it
in
kills.
general just makes players better.
It kills. I mean, technically, Devontae got much better when we went with the cornrows, but
Doesn't matter.
afro Devontae.
I think Afro Devontae is going to be better in the paint. So
you
gives you more
guys,
height.
you guys wrote Lakers stink.
they
I
do
wrote
not.
Lakers.
They do not. What?
The Lakers stink.
They do not.
They already clinched the 1 seed. Why not rest your whole
The
team?
Lakers stink. What? Haven't they only won like? How many games have they won in the bubble? Like
They won like 2.
But
Yeah.
they've already clinched the 1 seed,
Yeah,
so they don't even have to care about the
Lakers
rest.
stink. They're choking. Dude, Anthony Davis has been horrible in the bubble.
They beat the Clippers.
Anthony Davis,
Didn't they lose to somebody yesterday?
They lost
to
without
Houston.
LeBron,
Dude, Anthony Davis has been hot garbage in the bubble.
except for that first game that he played.
Yeah, but dude, he's had 3 stinkers. He scored 9 points in a game.
Are you anti Anthony Davis?
I'm not anti. I'm just stating the fact that the Lakers aren't hot shit. They're bad.
So
They're not
who's your
actually
good
that
team?
bad. But I'd take the Clippers over the Lakers. I know they beat them already in the bubble, but that was the first game back.
It was the first game back, and they didn't have Lou or Montrezl.
Yeah.
Harrell. I would take the Clippers over them as well.
And it was a very close game.
I'll also say that I do think the Lakers are going to make the conference finals. I don't know what you think, but that's what I think.
I need to see the final play. Dude, I honestly...
That first series is going to be good, though.
Yeah,
if the Blazers make
I
it.
was about to say, if the Blazers or the Suns make it, I really think
I
that,
want the Suns to
that
make
they
it.
could give them the run for the money. The way the Suns are
I
playing
mean-
right now, Book and Ayton are unstoppable.
The Blazers with Nurkic are like a top 4 seed.
Yeah.
I mean, you being a Cardinals fan, aren't the Suns like your second baby?
Actually, I prefer the Nuggets, but I do kind of care for the Suns. But no, the Nuggets. I have a sweet spot for the Nuggets. I think it's Nikola Jokic. Actually, I know it's Nikola Jokic just being a fat man and still somehow being the best center in all of basketball.
Second best center.
The best center.
Second best.
The best.
Jake can attest.
No,
Joel
you're just,
Embiid.
he's a homer, and that's not fair.
There's 2v1 here. Right?
No.
Joel Embiid.
Well, Joker.
Do you need to see this block?
I don't. Do you need to see the Joker? The cross court passes, the vision, the turnaround, the Jays. It's Joker time, baby. Unstoppable.
So I
It is
see
not.
you also say that the Rockets and the Blazers are both on fire.
Yes, they are. James Harden and Russ, absolutely dominating for Houston, and the Blazers, as we already talked about with Nurkic, they're going insane.
Houston Rockets, by the way, beat the Milwaukee Bucks with defense. And I mean, they had James Harden covering Giannis in the post, and it was impressive.
Well, that's because Harden hates Giannis, and Harden got that
Oh, yeah.
going on.
I mean, Harden one-ups him in that game. But
he comes out, dude. I've been seeing a lot of Giannis hate lately on Twitter.
really,
Dude, a lot of people just.
he
I heard he
killed the
wasn't
Heat
playing
yesterday.
very good.
He
Yeah.
killed the Heat.
No, he
yesterday.
came back, but they started out stinky.
Oh yeah, I mean, they don't really have anything to play for either. They blocked
Yeah.
up the 1 seed for them.
This is true, but I don't know. I feel like now, like typically it wouldn't matter if you locked at the 1 seed, but now you're still trying to get players back into the groove of things. So I mean, at least me, if I were a coach, I would still be trying to go out there and win because it's like you've only played like 4 games and you're like, all right, time to rest.
They're just so good defensively; it just doesn't even matter.
Yeah, no, they're
Like I mean, I started the season. I was a little bit lower on the Bucks, but they're just so good, so good at basketball.
they're like if the Sixers could play offense.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of the Sixers, Ben Simmons, he got hurt,
Oh yeah.
and it's sad.
Subluxed his kneecap. He's probably done for the season.
I would bet so. If he's not done, then he'll be done when the Sixers are ousted in the playoffs.
Yeah, in the first round.
Yep, by probably the Heat or the Pacers or somebody. But
Oh, it's definitely going to be the Heat.
You're playing either
Dude.
Bam or TJ, so you've
I-
lost either way.
I love the Miami Heat, but
I hate the Heat.
you know, another team fighting for their playoff chances is the Memphis Grizzlies, and they just lost their second best player in
JJ
Jaren Jackson. So, you know, 2 guys, 2 lower seeds fighting for, you know, better playoff odds or to even be in the playoffs.
Don't they also have the toughest schedule coming up?
Grizzlies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They haven't won a game in the bubble yet.
No,
Really?
They
Yeah.
have not.
they have the toughest remaining schedule. They did when the season ended, and the Pelicans have the easiest remaining schedule.
But the Pelicans
Of course
don't look
they
good either.
do.
No, the Pelicans have looked bad in the bubble, which I'm sad about.
Zion Williamson does not look normal.
No, he needs to shed some LBs. Toronto.
Left
No
tackle
fat
Zion
shaming on the
Williamson.
pod.
No, it's not even. Dude, he looks like he could play left tackle or tight end. Dude.
He does look like he could play left tackle.
Yeah.
He looks big.
Dude, he looks like a DT in there. He looks like Aaron Donald.
We should have signed him as the Eagles' right guard after losing Brandon Brooks.
Jason Peters was such a nice.
He would be the Panthers starting left tackle.
Is that Greg Little slander right here?
Greg Little's not playing this year, so
Oh, he sat out.
I think he went to the COVID opt-out thing.
Yeah,
So
I didn't see that.
I know that Dylan also wanted to talk about this man right here.
The Raptors are so good, and I don't know how, because they lost one of the best players in the world, and Fred VanVleet is a max player now. Do you agree?
Wichita State.
Wichita State.
Max is hard. I'd say he's near. I mean, because he's such a great two-way player as well. But Max is a tough sell.
The Raptors are like, you know, he's only been in the starting lineup for like 8 games. They've won like 68 of them.
No, he's insane. I've loved him from Wichita State. I wanted the Hornets to sign him when he became a free agent a couple years back. But I'd say Max is a bit extreme.
New York Knicks still exist.
He's a New York Knick, Max. Yes, but
He would be good next to
Yeah.
RJ though.
Yeah, well, and I feel like if you Max, he's not going to be like a horrible
No,
Max where
no.
you're like, ew, why would
It's
you do
not going
that?
to be like, you know, Nick Batum. It'll be like Mike Conley.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it would be a better Max than Mike Conley.
I think he's younger, so
Yeah.
he's a
Well,
lot younger than Mike Conley.
Yeah. No. Actually, that's a good comp, like in terms of Max value. But if you could get him under the Max, like close to it, but under it,
like 27, 28.
Yeah.
That'd be good value.
That would be fantastic value because he is a goddamn star.
I just don't know. I mean, I don't know what the Raptors' situation is for salary cap space.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen that. Plus,
I
have they
think-
paid Pascal yet? That's a big.
He is the best unrestricted free agent this year.
Yeah. No, he's insane. Honestly, I would not be mad if he won MIP again.
I kind of want the Hornets to sign him. I want LaMelo too,
dude.
but
I would kill for him.
if
Or
we have
Brandon.
LaMelo, Fred VanVleet, and Devontae.
All right. Timer's up.
You guys got anything else for the NBA?
No, that was a pretty good wrap up anyway.
All right, so we're on to another sport that I know you guys care so much about,
Hockey.
the NHL.
Lifetime Seattle Kraken fan here.
But you got the Hurricanes right here.
And they swept the Rangers.
They
I know
swept-
that.
They
I know
swept
that.
the Rangers.
Yeah.
They did sweep the Rangers, and they do look like the best team in hockey right now.
That is in the qualifying round. The best team in hockey right now, and may sound as a homer, it's the Flyers. They have won every single game in the bubble, and they have won by 2 goals or more every single game.
I don't know any Flyers players, but I do know Sebastian Aho for the Hurricanes. So, I mean, I'm going to
So-
say the Hurricanes are better.
They are
This
better.
week we have some really good games coming up. Flyers and the Lightning play each other for the 1 seed in the East. The Flyers started out as the 4 seed. They've won 2 games straight to get to the 1 to 2 seed fight against the Lightning this week. And now, on the other side, the Western Conference, we got Colorado and Vegas playing for the 1 seed, which is surprising because I was not expecting Colorado to do this well this year. I don't know why. I just always see them as a rebuilding team. You guys don't know?
No. Just not smart.
So yeah, we got a lot of series locked up at 2-1. Montreal leading Pitt. The Islanders lead Florida. The Jackets lead Toronto. They actually had a sweet game yesterday. Down 3-0 to the Maple Leafs. Come back, win it in overtime. That's how they do it.
That's how that team does.
I do need to go back a second, though, because I forgot about this. The Blues versus the Avalanche. This was probably my highlight of the week. This was the most amazing play I've seen. With 0.1 second left on the clock in the third period, they net this goal to give them the 2-1 lead and win it.
Is that good?
That is impressive.
0.1 seconds
left in the game.
Oh, in the game.
Yes.
That said third, and I thought it was quarters.
Yeah. No, I'm
Shows how much you watch hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that how hockey works? It's 3 quarters?
3 periods.
3 periods.
For quarters, it has to be 4, right?
Yeah.
Nah.
That would check out in the old nog.
We're journalism here.
Yes. Well, I'm an engineering major. Actually.
Well, you should learn your math. Maybe you should figure out a new.
Let's see. It's fine.
So yeah, Jackets lead Toronto, Chicago leads Edmonton, Arizona leads Nashville, Vancouver leads Minnesota, and Calgary beat Winnipeg 3-1. So,
I thought there were 7 games in this series.
so this is like a play-in series for the playoffs, kind of.
Right.
So they're doing 5-game series for the playing games, and then the actual playoffs will be 7-game series.
Strange.
And then the top 4 seeds do a round robin to figure out the seeding 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Interesting. Isn't the lottery, like, based on... Isn't the lottery interesting this year for them?
The lottery is, so the first seed or the first pick will go to one of these teams that is in the qualifying tournament
Really?
instead of a team that is not even in the tournament.
That doesn't check out in the old nog.
It will. I'm seeing a lot of predictions. It's going to be Pittsburgh because Sidney Crosby's getting up there in age, and NHL wants to rig it and get Pittsburgh another star because Pittsburgh is a huge market, and everybody seems to love the Pens, and I don't. And I really hope they don't get another Sidney Crosby.
Well,
Is there a Sidney Crosby in this year's draft?
yeah, that's what
From what I've heard, yes. I haven't looked too much into the draft, but I've heard that there's 2 or 3 really good players in this draft.
Yeah, skating, you want right, fellas?
Oh yeah,
Is it possible for the Hurricanes to get it?
if they lose, so no,
What's
because
the,
they swept,
what's
but
the,
they will be in the playoffs.
what's the
Okay.
horn thing that the Hurricanes do? Don't they do a horn?
I've never been to a Hurricanes game.
You spin it. You spin something, right? You spin something for a horn.
You're asking the wrong guy.
I saw it on Twitter last year when I thought that they were going to win the Stanley Cup, and I became a hockey fan for 2 seconds.
You know what? They do the crank thing. Because
Yeah.
Lou Kuechly did it once.
I know, and I saw Ron Rivera do one too. I think.
Is it like a
Ron
hurricane
Rivera
siren
had
or
it.
something?
What was that?
Is it like a hurricane siren or something?
I would assume so.
Like an alarm?
That makes sense.
I do not watch hockey, so I can't tell you.
Well, you gotta watch hockey because it's getting intense.
I am a
Dude.
lifetime Seattle Kraken.
Yes.
Hockey is the most confusing sport to watch.
How is it
Because
confusing?
you cannot see the puck.
Yeah, you can't see the
Oh.
It is invisible. So
You can't.
people are just flying
Are you
around.
watching it on your phone?
No. I've seen it on TV and not
If you
knowing
watch it
so.
on TV, it's fine.
No. Now in person, it is. It is.
Honestly, the best way to follow hockey if you're not at the game, I like to listen to it on the radio. Hockey on the radio is insane. The announcers talk so fast
Why won't you mute your TV, put the radio on, and then watch on the TV as well?
because it doesn't sync up like that. That's what
So
happens
then
when you have
sync it up.
streaming.
Rewind
That's what
it a
happens when
second.
you have streaming TV.
Oh yeah, that's true. Stream is like 30 seconds. like,
Yeah.
behind.
Oh, yeah.
It sucks when you're like watching a game on Twitter or like
Yeah.
doing all the tweets and stuff,
Yeah.
and watching a game on your TV, and you refresh the timeline real quick,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you see like in hockey a goal happens and you haven't seen it yet.
yeah. I always have to turn off my notifications when I'm watching, especially football,
Oh
because
yeah,
I'll get
oh,
the
yeah.
touchdown notification
Yeah.
about 30 seconds before
Yeah.
they score.
Especially if it's a long one.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that happens to me constantly, especially because I just got my ESPN app was breaking, so I got the Fox Sports app, which just sends stuff directly whenever it happens. For soccer, of course, is what I'm referring to because that's the only sport I've watched that I've had notifications on besides basketball. But it's whatever. Every single time there's a goal, I get it like immediately, and even on like actual TV, it's still like 5 seconds behind. So every single time I'll get a vibration, I'll be like, God damn it, there's a goal coming, and then. Like I wouldn't even have to see it at that point. It's just
Do not disturb is your friend.
It really is.
yeah, but
I've always got my phone on Do Not Disturb. I
Yeah.
don't care what the occasion is. Like I miss calls all the time. Like it just goes straight to voicemail, but sucks to be.
At
down
least
on
you're
it.
not getting spoiled.
I mean,
I haven't talked to anybody in 6 months.
the only reason I still answer calls is because I'm on my phone all the time. So
Yeah, no. Phone. Side note: phone calls are so much better than text messages.
Oh, word.
No,
Most
I'm
definitely.
a
no comment.
I'm a phone call man. That's an unpopular opinion, especially today. But phone, nothing calms the nerves like a good old phone call.
FaceTime calls.
FaceTime calls are good.
No, I don't. No, that's too much commitment.
See, I don't know about you guys, but I don't use Snapchat.
I use Snapchat more than I use text.
Really,
I do too.
I hate Snapchat so
No.
much.
I
It's like a mixture of FaceTime and text. It's so much worse.
See, I like it.
I'm
much
glad
more.
we've become a technology podcast.
Yeah. Sports is over. Let's talk about how we use our phone. Sports, I hardly even know her.
All right. So speaking of football, I was going to use that transition a little while ago.
If we got a minute left, I wouldn't do it.
I know.
Oh.
We're going to transition. So as I said,
And before football.
football. We're going across the pond.
Well, actually,
Jolly old England.
half of it's not across the pond, and not all of it's in England. You sick man. Anyways, we've got Champions League on today specifically, which you will have already, those results would have already come out at 3. We've got City versus Madrid, which is going to be huge. City lead that on away goals as well. I believe it's 2-1 aggregate, which is fantastic. As you can see, I'm already repping. Can't wait for the game. We're going to beat Madrid. It's not even a big deal. Let's talk about Lyon versus Juventus, which is huge. Lyon, no, they're either tied or they lead in aggregate. I can't remember, which is huge against Juventus with Ronaldo. The most
I
overrated
forgot he
player
went
of all
there.
time. Yeah, no, the
The
most,
what of all time? What?
most overrated player of all
Okay,
time.
okay, we're good.
Yeah, no.
Are you a Messi guy?
Personally, I don't care.
I am a messy guy, and
I mean,
You are Messi. I've seen you eat.
I've got like a Barcelona, like a sweater, I guess, and I've been to their stadium, but I wouldn't necessarily call myself a fan.
Ronaldo stuff sucks. Is the point? Anyways, he's choking versus Lyon. Hopefully, they can clutch that out. Juventus has stunk in the Champions League. They've always choked, so hopefully. Tomorrow, big game. Barca versus Napoli, which is tied on aggregate 1-1. Barcelona hopefully can clutch that one out for me, as I'm a Messi man. But, dude, those would be
You
two
said it.
huge upsets. If Lyon or Napoli, either one of them, big upset watches. I will be watching those games closely. The only one that's not close on aggregate and is not going to be close this next game is Bayern Munich versus Chelsea. As Chelsea have lost their best player, Christian Pulisic, for 3 to 6 weeks. They're already down 3-1 in aggregate. Bayern Munich are probably the best team in the world right now. And they are going to dominate Chelsea. Next, to the MLS.
Oh boy.
Got your highlights.
MLS,
Here you go.
last night, you had some it started halfway during the thing. Beautiful nanny masterclass, some might say. Prime nanny. Just look at that
That's the
first touch.
Portugal guy?
Yeah, it is the Portugal
I
guy.
didn't know he was in MLS.
Yeah, no, he moved to the MLS.
Where
20
was he before?
I don't know where he was directly before, but he made
I have a question.
made a name for himself at Man U.
Why are all of the MLS's back tournament games starting at like 11 o'clock at night?
This one started late because there was a rain delay, but typically it's 8 o'clock is when they start.
Because if they try to compete with the NBA, it's
No.
not going to go
They
well.
start at 8 o'clock. 7:30 to 8 is their start time. Anyways, we're going to have an Orlando versus Portland Timbers final.
Here's your second
Here's
highlight.
Nanny's second goal.
Oh, well, that's
33
the
years
back goal.
old. Lumber man.
He's 33.
Yeah, 33.
Retirement League MLS, here we go.
Dude, I love the retirement league at MLS. Well, the Portland Timbers beat the Philadelphia Union, meaning
Red.
that we're going to have an Orlando versus Portland final. Huge news for Orlando. I just want to say congratulations. They have been
I'll go for
What?
Orlando.
stinkers
Sure, why not?
in the MLS ever since their inception, and now they're in a cup final. That's great news for them. Honestly, I hope Orlando wins. I hope Chris Mueller and Nanny take home the trophy. If not, ups to Portland. I can't wait to watch more some meaningful cup soccer.
I cannot wait either.
I am so excited for this match.
Dude. Nanny is just I don't see how Nanny doesn't win it, dude. He's playing out of his mind. Prime Nanny.
As you say, Nanny is a god.
Nanny is a god. He's a god. All right, that's my song.
So more football, but this time the real kind of football.
No, both
College football.
both are real kind of football.
Not really.
Kind of it is.
So, I don't know who typed this, but every player known to man is dropping out.
That was me who typed that, and that's because they are Rondale Moore, Sean Bateman, Micah Parsons. I'm sure we'll see more. I don't know how to pronounce
The entire UConn team.
Greg Rousseau.
Greg Rousseau. That's how I thought. I didn't want to butcher that. Didn't cut tired.
Well, I'm not 100% sure either, but that's how it looks.
That's how it looks. That's how I would assume. The Miami.
The Miami edge rusher. We'll go with that.
Yeah. But, dude, there's just college football is looking bleak. I just saw that the Mountain Valley Football Conference has canceled fall sports, which means Trey Lance.
Really?
That's-
That's Trey Lance?
That's being pushed back to spring, hopefully. But
What is
they're
the
not
Mountain
playing-
Valley Football
Future
Conference?
Carolina Panthers.
That's like where Carson Wentz, that North Dakota State,
Oh, okay.
all those, yeah.
Wow.
Northern Iowa with David Johnson and Kurt Warner as legacies. But Trey Lance, one of the top.
We do have
Future
We
Carolina
do-
Panther Trey Lance.
We do have Power 5 schedules, though, which gives me hope. Other than SEC.
All
SEC
conference.
is still
Yeah,
getting their schedule together.
Yeah.
I don't
See,
really know what they're doing.
but UConn's dropped. I think didn't Division II just completely drop?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so many dropping. I don't see how college.
There's no way SEC
Dude, they're
doesn't
gonna-
play.
They're going to make it 3 weeks and then they're going to cancel.
Yeah, I don't think. I think the NFL will make it, which we'll talk about next. But I don't.
Yeah, there's
see
just
how
a different. I
college
mean,
football.
it's just it's a public university thing
Yeah.
versus like
like
a money making.
yeah,
Will
players
Muschamp.
make-
If you need a wide receiver, I am available. I will catch Corona and play for you.
It catches everything, including.
Where's my football?
All right, must chump. No. Highlight reel. Oh yeah.
I'm glad that didn't.
I almost dropped
Yeah, I
it.
know, I was gonna say that.
We have a TV right
And
below
the
where we
camera's on
saw
a
that.
basket. that was not a smart idea. But college football, I don't think it's going to happen because the players aren't. There's no incentive for players to play. They're not making money, and they're just going to go out and risk that. As well as the fact you have actual students to worry about. There's way too much in college football for me to think that it's going to happen, or at least in the fall.
And I'm a idealist, and I want it to happen anyways because I love college football.
Everybody would want it to happen.
At least I got NCAA 14.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, it's gonna completely mess up the draft.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I don't even know
This-
how they're gonna be able to evaluate players, but it's not gonna go well.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's
you
gonna
can
be-
you want Trevor to sit out and just wait for the draft.
Well, Trevor should sit out because he's got nothing to play
Yeah,
for.
and you're
I do not
gonna
wanna
play
see-
for a national championship. There's nothing to play for.
If South Carolina ends up playing Clemson this year, I do not want to have to play DJ Uigalele.
He's not gonna play either. He should opt out too.
Dude,
Dude, if he gets the opportunity to start, he is taking that.
Yeah, I mean
That kid is special.
If
He's gonna be
I mean,
something.
if I were anything close to being a first round pick, like projected wise, I would play.
dude, how do you? I feel bad.
I would
for all
just I'd save all my money, But I mean, if you're like, you're on the edge of possibly being drafted, you like opted back to go back to college football. If you were deciding between that and the pros last year, you're probably regretting that, right?
That's what I was about to say. The Marvin Wilsons, Chuba Hubbards,
Yeah.
Travis Etienne, Najee
Yeah.
Harris.
Especially the running backs.
Yeah.
Etienne should have gone to the
He
draft.
should have.
Dude, well, there was three. Chuba went back, Etienne, and Najee Harris. Najee Harris, I love Najee
He is
Harris.
so good.
Najee Harris is like Derrick Henry, but like can catch the ball.
He's so
And-
agile too.
He's so
Explosive.
Najee Harris is
He
like the
jumped
best running back I've
over
ever
one of
seen.
the South Carolina corners.
Yeah, no, Najee Harris is the best college football running back I think I've ever watched.
He is.
He's an animal.
Yeah.
And
And that's why I need college football to happen.
well,
But I mean, are any of the good players even gonna play?
Brian Helinski.
Are you sure that he's good?
well, I don't. It's not gonna happen. We gotta be realistic sometimes.
I mean, I think the first week is going to happen, but after I think a lot of people are going to test positive after that. I just can't see it making it much further.
I don't see how it works with students, like because they're
Oh, yeah.
actually have like that
Yeah,
doesn't.
they have to.
None of that doesn't make sense how they're able to do that in my brain, like with everything that goes into college.
Well, I could see the student athletes just being entirely online and doing all their classes and stuff from the football facility.
Yeah, but I don't know.
That's still a lot to ask, though.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
if you're going
Like, if you can't go anywhere on campus, then we're kind of struggling a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll transition to the other form of football.
So, DeAndre Baker.
Oh yes. First NFL news. DeAndre Baker has been charged with 4 counts of armed robbery. So that's a wasted draft. Actually, the Giants traded up to get him.
Yeah, he
with
was a
pick 30.
first-round pick.
Pick number 30.
And it wasn't even good when he played.
No. Well, first, I never judged first year of a cornerback.
But, I mean, when you're that bad,
He was atrocious.
And now
Nowhere
let's
near
spend-
Byron Murphy, who went in this first pick of the second round. Who was just actually he was really quite bad. But he had some great moments. I'm very confident. But anyways, Quentin Dunbar got off. No, he was found with insufficient evidence. They did not charge him
Scot-free.
at all. So it sounds like the Seahawks are gonna.
have the
Get
best
that.
defense in football.
No.
Or the best secondary in
Dude,
football.
they will have another rotational corner.
Yeah, dude, he's a solid corner. Like
The
he's
more
a,
the
he's a-
merrier.
He's a good corner.
I mean, he's not a good starter. He's like, he's average to below average starter, good rotational guy.
I'd say he's a
But
good
with that linebacking core, the safeties and their D line, all they need
Their
is
D line is
capable
garbage.
They lost Clowney.
Yeah,
Oh,
who's
I
their edge
forgot about
rusher?
that.
Nobody. As well as the
Yeah.
fact they ran base defense 50% of the time last year. Or no, 70, something like that. Absurd.
I'm still not putting it past the Seahawks to go 11-5, 12-4.
9-7 perennially.
6 wins max. 6
Cardinals
wins
homer.
max. No, I'm not, dude. They won 10 games last year within like 1 touchdown.
That's a sign of good coaching, though.
No, that's a sign of getting lucky. You don't get lucky twice. Pete Carroll is a horrible coach. He is wasting Russell Wilson.
Super Bowl winning coach.
No,
Did
horrible.
you guys see
coach.
that Russell Wilson video?
Oh my god, don't even talk about that.
I can't stand him.
Dude,
I can't stand his personality.
I can't stand anything about
What was he
especially
saying
finance.
in that video?
Mr. Unlimited.
Unlimited.
You gotta be unlimited. Shut up. Your
Who do you
coach
look up to?
stinks.
Mr. Unlimited.
Dude, Pete Carroll holds back Russell Wilson and then runs base defense 50% of the time, which is why it's the NFL now. Your base needs to be nickel. Instead, he's running base 4-3 they run 4-3.
They're going to be
Yeah.
overpowered in Madden
No.
now.
I don't know. They lost Clowney.
Yeah, but they have...
They've got nobody to rush.
no, in Madden.
Who'd they
No, I
They're
know,
sign?
going to
but
be overpowered. Huh?
Did they sign anybody?
They got Jamal Adams.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
I
traded
forgot
for
about
Jamal Adams, but they traded 2 first-round picks. That's going to
Yeah, that's going to
Kill them in
screw
the-
them.
Okay, but here's the thing. Have you liked any of their first round picks recently?
no.
Didn't they get like a D2 guy this year in the first
They got
round?
a Texas
Jordan
Tech
Brooks.
linebacker.
A
First of all,
run-stopping linebacker that is bad in pass coverage.
and has injury problems.
Yeah.
Then,
Over Patrick Queen, the best linebacker prospect not named Isaiah Simmons because
Was
he's
it-
not really a linebacker.
was it last year that they drafted? No, it wasn't last year. The year before, they drafted a running back in the first round. When they had
Sean
Chris
Finney.
Carson, they drafted last year L.J. Collier, who
Who
was
Collier's
really
bad.
not good this year.
Dude, he was atrocious.
So when you're looking at it, are they really losing anything?
I don't think so.
Well, you could say that, but it's
They're gaining Adams.
no.
They're
but
always
they're losing.
so weird with their
Safety
first round
is
picks.
not that an important position in the NFL.
Jamal
and
Adams
I-
makes it important.
I
Jamal
disagree.
Adams is very nasty, but
With
that just
Oh,
because you've had good first round pick or bad first round picks and succeeded, that's not a process you can keep up. So you can't
I
be like
agree
it
with that.
doesn't.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. The Seahawks are going to crash and burn, and I think they're going to crash and burn this upcoming year, if not next one. Russell Wilson will be the only reason why they stay relevant because he is a top 3 quarterback in the NFL, and will. be
Well,
in
according to the NFL 100, he's number 2 and ahead of Mahomes.
that's
I don't know about
a
that.
bad list. I don't know.
Number one is obviously Mahomes.
Yeah,
Number one has to be Mahomes. Number two,
it has to be Aaron Donald. I
Yeah.
refuse to listen to anything that has
well, I'm
Aaron
talking
Donald.
about quarterback.
No, but would the NFL 100.
Here, let's
Oh,
go.
okay.
Top 5 quarterbacks.
Top
Let's
five
go.
quarterbacks. All right. Let me get back to you on that. Go ahead.
Mahomes, Lamar, Russ, Watson, Breeze.
Okay. I got
Breeze.
Breeze is number 5.
Noodle arm Breeze.
Dude, he is
That is
so
an
accurate, it
interesting
doesn't
choice.
matter. I know it's noodle arm, but the accuracy is insane.
Burrow.
He doesn't miss anything.
You better not know.
I think I'd have.
I'd put Burrow in my top 28 though.
Yeah, I think I'd have
Let's
Wentz.
see. Let's see.
I'd have Wentz and Dak as my 6 and 7 interchangeable, and 8 I would have Kyler Murray. 9 I'd have Aaron Rodgers. 10 I'd have Kirk Cousins.
Aaron Rodgers that
Let's
low.
see. NFL
Dude, Aaron Rodgers is
quarterbacks.
washed. Honestly, the only reason why I'm having that high is because I hope that he comes back.
Dude, I love Jordan Love. That was such a good pick.
I love. Yeah, no, I really did. He's got all the talent. The Justin
yeah.
Herbert pick was atrocious.
I agree with
that. Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, number 1. I'm going.
If it's not Lamar 2, you're lying. Lamar 2. Or
Yeah,
Russ
yeah,
2.
Mahomes.
I want to see a little bit more from Lamar.
Mahomes,
Lamar's my 3.
Mahomes,
My 2.
Lamar, Russ.
My 2 is Cam Newton.
You're
I
lying.
like it.
He's obviously
I like
lying.
No.
I do not hate it.
MVP Cam Newton.
All right. Let me
Patriots,
figure out my
Legendary quarterback. The best quarterback in Patriots history.
Facts. But most talented.
Most talented, easily.
Here we go. Mahomes, I'm going to be a bit of a homer, but Wentz is going to be my 2.
Oh my god.
Wentz has the second best third down
Dude.
percentage, fourth down percentage, red
Dude,
zone
over
percentage.
Russell Wilson and Lamar
Hang on.
Jackson and Deshaun Watson.
Hang on.
There's nothing you can say.
Deshaun Watson-
That will right the wrongs.
We got Colin.
Deshaun Watson and Wentz had the exact same stats, and Watson had 2 great receivers.
I'm talking to Stephen
Oh
A.
my
Smith over here. He's just saying hot takes for the hell of it. You sick, sick man.
You can't tell me Watson did not have great receivers last year, and Carson Wentz had no great receivers.
No.
Yeah, but look at Deshaun Watson's offensive line.
The Eagles' offensive line was constantly injured and in flux last
But
year.
it's still better than what
It's
Deshaun
the
had.
At some point, they had
Besides maybe
who? They had our new left tackle. I'm blanking on his
Andre
name right
Dillard.
now. Andre Dillard. They had him playing right tackle for a game.
yeah, that's a normal thing. to
He
do.
can't play right tackle. He has never been trained on right tackle.
Have you watched the Texans' offensive line?
Yes.
It's Laramie.
It's
Tunsil and
bad.
Everybody else.
I'm not saying the
Dude,
Eagles
they gave him half
was
a
as
second to
bad.
throw it. I'm going to go Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson's number 3, Russell Wilson's number 4.
There's some Russell Wilson slander.
It's not
going on
slander.
over
No.
here.
He's still very, very
No,
good.
I hate Russell Wilson with all of my being. But damn, if he isn't, chef's kiss.
He's
Kyler's
good, but I feel like
That's
Who
what
was
I'm
your
talking
pick?
about.
Kyler.
That's what I'm talking about. This man understands. This man.
Russell is good, but I feel like 25% of those good plays that he makes are luck.
No, there's
Like,
No.
Luck
I've
runs
seen
out.
lots
No.
of plays where
Luck
he has just
runs
chucked
out.
it up and, like, he had that one touchdown last
To
year.
Tyler Lockett?
Yeah,
That was beautiful.
that was all Tyler Lockett.
I mean,
but dude,
you
he's got the
couldn't-
best deep ball in football.
He
Who's got a
does.
better deep ball? Nobody.
He's got that rainbow pass.
Dude,
Jameis has the best deep ball in football.
dude, and he escapes
Half the
so
time.
many times. You want to talk about a bad offensive line, dude?
Oh,
They
just name
Oh,
one
yeah.
person on the
I can't.
Exactly.
Well, you can, but they're all just fat run blockers because Pete Carroll does not know how to build a goddamn team because he's a stupid idiot. And he's wasted. The only reason, again, I'm going to reemphasize this, that Pete Carroll still has a job and people think he's good is because Russell Wilson is just that good. Honestly, Russell Wilson might be better than Lamar, or is probably better than Lamar Jackson. He probably should be my two. I just hate him so much because he's so good.
All right, off of quarterbacks, we've got some other news. 69
Nice.
players have opted out.
Not Trey White, though. Trey White was going to be the biggest name by far to opt out. He decided to opt back in, so that is great news.
Eagles only had one guy, and he just had a daughter, so
Yeah. Well, who was even the biggest name to opt out?
it was the Vikings D tackle.
Who? Did Linval Joseph opt out? No, he's
it
not
was
with
it was
them.
one of
He's
the guys
with
they
Chargers.
signed. Let me look this up. Yeah, so it was Marcus Pierce that opted out. The Vikings defensive tackle. He was good too.
Yeah.
He's really really good.
especially on the run. But there's nobody huge. Like I was when I saw Trey White,
No
that's when I got scared.
superstars.
That's when I got scared
Yeah.
for the NFL. As I
so
was
the
like,
opt-out window is now closed anyways.
opt-out window is closed.
So-
69. Nice.
Yeah. So today we're going to end the show with a little segment. This is fantasy mock draft season. We're getting real close. You're picking your teams in the next few weeks. So we're going to do a little mock draft. Just the three of us. We're each going to pick a quarterback, running back, and two wideouts. Or actually, we'll do quarterback, running back, wideout, and flex.
Flex. Yeah.
Okay. So Dylan, you start, and we'll do a snake.
Christian McCaffrey. Do I need to explain?
No,
I don't think so.
that puts me.
I mean, he's incredible, man. He's just
For
so
two-
good.
I'd take Saquon Barkley.
All right. I'm taking DeAndre Hopkins.
It's a bold move. Wide receiver that early, but that's
I know
definitely the wide
exactly
receiver
that's who
should
you were
take.
gonna take.
No,
So you're up again, Jake.
All right. I've got my primary wide receiver. I'm taking Miles Sanders as my
Bold
running
move.
back.
well, honestly, that's a smart move. That feels like a homer move. It might to some, but I think
The
that's a good
Eagles'
move.
O-line has been revamped. I was saying that they were injured a lot last year. It's looking like they're going to be very healthy this year, other than losing Brandon Brooks, but we got Jason Peters to fill in. Miles Sanders is going to be a beast behind that line.
And we should specify this is for PPR leagues. This
Of
mock
course.
draft, because we're gentlemen. That's what gentlemen do.
So go ahead.
The real king is half PPR.
PPR football. But anyways, I pick Kenyon Drake. Running back.
Kenyon Drake.
Yes, I do.
Interesting.
Kenyon Drake was
He had a lot of success
He
in the
had
last few weeks with the Cardinals.
I can't. He had like 800 yards.
Yeah.
Or something with the Cardinals.
And didn't he have like a 6 touchdown game or
yeah,
a 4
touchdown game against the Browns?
Yeah.
That he is so dynamic in that Cliff Kingsbury offense.
Shout out to the Cardinals though. I mean,
honestly,
They built
that
a team.
trade where they sent
David Johnson.
David Johnson for Hopkins.
It's
That was
Yeah.
that was
beautiful.
It
So
was-
who's your next player?
Dalvin Cook. Very simply.
That's good.
good show.
I mean, they've got such a good run blocking scheme, and he's okay in the pass game. He's not spectacular, but he's just so good.
All right. You
And-
got a flex or a quarterback?
I hate this man so much, but I'm
Julio.
taking Michael Thomas because it's PPR. He catches
Yeah.
everything, but he's not good because he just runs slant routes, and he's severely overhyped. And I dislike him very much, and he sucks on Twitter.
and he's a crybaby, and I hate him.
Yep, that too. He's on the Saints. He is one of my least favorite players in the NFL, but in fantasy football, he's on the team. So McCaffrey, Cook, Michael Thomas.
All right.
I'll take Julio then. I thought that's who you were gonna
All
take.
right.
See, I think Julio is obviously the better player.
Yeah.
He is very clearly more talented and better than Michael Thomas. I want to make that very clear. But in PPR, where
Yeah.
all you have to do is catch a 5-yard curl, Michael Thomas.
King of the slants, Michael Thomas. But Julio, I mean, it's Julio. That's all I gotta say.
I think I'm going to go. Ooh. This is tough.
You got a quarterback in this round, too.
I know.
I think.
All right,
I'm going to go flex first.
Smart man.
I'm thinking Chris Godwin. It's a little bit of a toss-up
No,
with
that's
Tom
a
Brady,
great
but
slot.
yeah, I think I'm going to go Chris Godwin. Nice.
Jake's
So I've got DeAndre Hopkins, Miles Sanders, Chris Godwin, and how can you not take Lamar Jackson in PPR? The way he runs and passes the ball, he's getting you double yards compared to every other quarterback.
Doesn't matter
PPR
for
doesn't matter
Yeah.
for quarterbacks.
That's true.
Well, then
But I'm saying fantasy in general.
you just passed me the best quarterback.
I know.
The most talented quarterback of all time.
Patrick Mahomes. So I've got Patrick Mahomes, Saquon Barkley, Kenyon Drake, and Julio Jones. Just hand me a trophy.
So you guys got the two best quarterbacks.
Here comes
Yes.
Cam Newton.
I'm not going to take Cam. I'm going to take Kyler, though, because
Okay.
he's going to be so good in fantasy this year. Air raid, better offensive line, better receivers. He's going to eat. That's what I like to hear.
That's beautiful. I agree. I agree
So-
wholeheartedly.
So Kyler, CMC, Dalvin Cook, Michael Thomas.
Mahomes, Saquon Barkley, Kenyon Drake, Julio Jones.
Lamar, I almost said Saquon, Miles Sanders, D-Hop, and Chris Godwin.
No Alvin Kamara in a PPR. In a
Tyreek Hill, we passed on.
Dude, Tyreek Hill's insane. It's a limited amount of picks. You can
Yeah.
only pick so many players. But
He's probably the most talented receiver in the NFL
Yeah.
right now.
That's got to be our top 12 players, though. And with that being said, that's
But
it
not
for this
top 12
episode.
players, because if
Well,
you take a quarterback in the first 4 rounds,
Yeah,
you deserve to lose.
our 12 must-haves on your team.
Our 12 best positional
Yeah.
players.
Yeah,
that's it.
Sure.
Our 12 snake mock drafts picked.
More
Perfect.
to be done.
No, don't pick a quarterback in the last round.
Oh,
Yeah, we should
not the
do,
last round. Wait until at least 4 or 5, though.
should do a live show for the actual draft. For the league.
And reigning champion, just so you know, says pick your
But who won it
quarterback.
before you?
Do we have to get you a trophy?
I wasn't in the league,
I won it.
and I'm back to back in my other league. I'm back to back in my other league. I'm saying, give me a trophy. Yeah. I
With
want a
that being
trophy.
said, that's it for this episode of The Sports Show. Thanks for watching or listening or
however
however.
you watched it or listened, thank you.
Yeah, it means a lot to us.
Whatever medium you absorb
Yeah.
this through.
If you like the show, subscribe. Leave us
Follow us on Twitter.
a like, comment at The Sports Show on Twitter.
Is it the sports show or is it?
No, it's
Sports
Show on Twitter.
Yeah.
And is it The Sports Show Pod on Instagram?
The Sports Show pod.
We got to get this organized.
Yeah, we do.
Sports Show.
This time I'll
pod
actually
on
put them down here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Or up here.
Yeah.
I didn't do it last time.
Plug us as well. What's your Twitter?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Jake C. Arnold.
Very simple.
I'm at the real AIDS boy, spelled with an I. Boy is so.
At DJ_JX2.
Are you asking us?
Is that a question?
I have no idea. Sounds right to me.
I hope it's right.
So yeah, like, subscribe, help us grow, and we'll be back next week for some more content.
Smoochies.
Later.